Matthew 11 verse 28 is part of Jesus' discourse in the Gospel of Matthew, where he extends an invitation to all people, particularly those who are weary and burdened. It occurs in a chapter where Jesus rebukes unrepentant towns, verses 20 to 24, and reveals the nature of his relationship with the Father, verses 25 to 27. This invitation stands out as a compassionate appeal amidst the stern warnings, offering hope and solace to the listener. At the time, many people lived under the heavy yoke of religious legalism imposed by the Pharisees. The Pharisees burdened the people with stringent laws and rituals, making it almost impossible to feel worthy before God. Coupled with the hardships of daily life, this created a spiritual and emotional weight that left many feeling helpless. Come to me. This is a direct and personal invitation from Jesus. It emphasizes the relational nature of Christianity. Unlike other teachers or leaders of the time who pointed to laws or traditions, Jesus points to himself as a source of help and rest. The call is universal, extending to all who recognize their need for relief, but it also requires an active response, coming to him. It signifies trust and surrender. All you who are weary and burdened. Weary refers to those exhausted by their own efforts, be it striving to fulfill religious obligations, moral failures, or life struggles. Burdened implies an external load placed on someone, such as societal pressures, personal guilt, or the legalistic demands of religious authorities. This phrase encapsulates both internal and external struggles. Jesus acknowledges the reality of human suffering and the toll it takes on people. And I will give you rest. Rest. This rest is more than physical. It is spiritual and emotional. It signifies a state of peace, freedom from guilt, and relief from striving to earn God's favor. Jesus doesn't offer a temporary solution, but a deep and lasting rest that comes from a restored relationship with God. This rest involves forgiveness, lifting the burden of sin, grace, replacing the striving for righteousness with the gift of God's love, peace, providing inner calm in the midst of life's challenges. Jesus as a source of rest. This verse highlights Jesus' divine authority to provide what no one else can, true rest for the soul. It underscores the centrality of Jesus in the Christian faith as the only mediator between God and humanity. Rest as salvation and sanctification. The rest Jesus promises can be understood in two dimensions. Salvation rest. The immediate peace and joy believers experience when they accept Christ and are freed from the burden of sin and judgment. Sanctification rest. The ongoing rest that comes as believers grow in their relationship with Christ, learning to trust Him with life's difficulties. Contrast to legalism. The Pharisees placed heavy burdens on people through their interpretation of the law. Jesus' call offers a stark contrast, emphasizing grace and compassion over rigid adherence to rules. The universality of the call. Jesus addresses all who feel weary and burdened, regardless of their background or status. This inclusivity reflects God's desire for all people to come to Him and find rest. Respond to the invitation. This verse invites individuals to acknowledge their need for help and come to Jesus with humility and faith. It is a reminder that no burden is too heavy for Him. Lay down your burdens. Life's pressures, sins, and challenges can feel overwhelming. But this verse encourages believers to cast their cares upon Jesus. 1 Peter 5 verse 7. He offers to carry the load and provide peace. Experience ongoing rest. Even after receiving salvation, Christians are called to continually lean on Jesus for strength and peace, especially during difficult times. Share the invitation. This verse is a powerful message of hope that Christians can share with others who feel weary or burdened, pointing them to Jesus as the ultimate source of rest.